come here and take part in this event. Because the idea is, they come here and they say, wow, Floresville, they came out, they showed up. Okay? Should I look into doing business over here? Should I look into it? We have an event, a great event that's not happening this year, called the Balloon Festival. Okay? People showed up. And now I have people, because I'm the marketing guy, I'm getting people calling me, hey, is that Balloon Fest happening? Do you know how to get a booth? And I'm having to break the news and say, it's not. Okay? But those people aren't calling from Floresville. They're calling from San Antonio. They're
On
calling
one hand, you hope you have a traffic problem, on the other hand, you hope
Absolutely.
you don't.
You know what, I'll deal with the traffic problem to get the people out there, because once we get them on our property, now it's our job to shine. It's our job to shine, okay? I believe in a sports complex, okay? But you know what? People, there's a lot of people around here that haven't been to that center. It's okay if you haven't been inside, but you know, you're gonna be able to look outside and see where the vision. Okay, now I know what they're talking about. There is a lot of space out here for baseball fields and soccer fields, but we have to sell it. And with those amount of people, because believe it or not, if there is ever a sports complex out there, yes, the city of Floresville is going to be using it, but every other city around here is going to be taking part of it somehow or another. And so that's what we got to, that's where I look at it, is pushing the vision.
Tony, again, thank you. Are we ready to look at it from the standpoint of approval, disapproval? Any other comments from folks? Ram, Dan?
What is
Lisa?
the timeline for us giving you a commitment?
As soon as possible, actually. But you say, and it's up to you, because I work with my sponsors, and I make sure that my sponsors are always involved in a lot of things. So it's like this: if FEDC were to come on board, let's say you voted today, and you said, okay, we're in, okay. Then I asked Tommy, I said, Tommy, when do you want your name to be involved in marketing? Immediately? Because we'll start immediately. Because there's things that we're doing, there's press releases that go out. And as we garner other sponsorships and bigger sponsors, I mean, you would be the naming sponsor. So I want to make sure that the exposure that I give any sponsor, from my $150 sponsor to my largest sponsor, that you're taking advantage of everything I can offer you.
Okay. I'm gonna refer back, any other advice, Tommy, like your opinion on it?
Well,
Your
as I said
recommendation,
before,
or-
I think this is a great cause. I hope it turns into an annual event. We need the exposure. We all know that we need to bring more people in here. And when they come, I think they're going to be delightfully surprised, and that's economic development. I mean, that's bringing people here and letting them see what the city's about, what the town's about, friendly people, restaurants, and there's going to be a certain percentage of them that say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of the traffic. I'd like to live out here. You know, I've got 10 years left to work, pay for the house, and retire out here. But we got to let the world know that, and I think this is a great event to do that.
And then, I think one thing, just a personal opinion, if we do decide to do something like this, I see like it has all this stuff like table reservations, things like that. I don't think necessarily, I would rather push that on to how can we promote our local businesses in exchange for, you know, I don't need to sit at a VIP table at an event. You know, if we're doing economic development, how do we change that to make sure we promote our businesses?
You know what, absolutely.
Because, you know, we're not in this to get a VIP table or anything like
And
that,
you
but
know,
how
one of
can
the
we train
things-
some of these things to promote like our local businesses, or, you know, maybe we set up some sponsor areas for our nonprofits and help with that as a trade-off.
And I think part of it can be this parks plan. And we need to get community support.
If you have a booth set up and you're showing them what we're
And
doing.
we're talking, you know, we're talking about, here it is, you can touch it and feel it, and we need money. You know, none of us have a whole bunch of money. Together, we can build this thing, so.
And that, you know, sponsors, especially when you come in as the naming sponsor, hey, that's what we're here for. We customize whatever we need to customize to make things work.
Maybe come up.
Based on your experience, what do you think?
Well, I think, from what I hear, from Tommy, the funds are available and we're within the scope of us, promoting the community, I just, I don't see no problem.
Diana, Marisa?
I think it's a great event.
Helpful to us. Tommy, you're in essence recommending approval of.
Absolutely. Jay,
Yeah. Could I ask one more question?
Sure.
Did you look at that stuff that I sent to you via Tommy on the Lone Star Roundup?
Absolutely. I thought I replied to all. If not, I will send it over to you today. Yeah, the Lone Star Roundup, for those of you who don't know, it's a car show. It's a car and barbecue cook-off. My reply was, absolutely. I have done many of them. It's something that I'd like to do on a larger scale, is to do some sort of, I've had other people say, hey, how about a chili cook-off or a barbecue cook-off? I'm all for it. My thing is I got here in October. I'm trying to get a lot of things played out. I need to see who's who and what's what organizations are doing things. I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm coming in being the bully and trying to, well, he's gonna do a bigger event than what we do, and now we're not gonna have fundraising, things like that. I wanna make sure that we're seen in the proper light.
And Tony and I have talked about this, and because, I'm a member of the Lions Club, and they have a car show. Of course, Tony, in his marketing capacity, says we can have a bigger one, and I believe that. So as long as the event included Lions Club and some capacity, why not work together and make the event as big as possible? Sure.
A big thing for me is this event, I want it to just blow the area out. And the reason why is I want to prove that we can do this, that our community can do this, so we can have other events just as large, different types. I have, in the end of May, we're having a German music one-day festival. We're not putting it on, but somebody's bringing it. I want to be able to provide different things that I think our community, that people have been asking me about. I tell them, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get there. I believe that a large, what I've done in the past was a car show, but when I sent Tommy pictures, it was a car show, but it was actually custom motorcycles and old school bicycles, all at the same time, with a cook-off.
Yeah, that's a massive thing also.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it is. And
Thousands.
there's no reason why we can't.
One more question, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna be dressed all in red?
If I need to, I will dress in it. Not a problem.
Okay, let's have a vote. Do I have a motion then to
I'll
approve
make that motion.
$7,500 for, what's the organization here, 4A?
Floresville 4A.
4048. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to.
Motion from Ben, do I have a second? Second from Diana. All in favor, right hand? 6-0. Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you very much. Tommy will be in contact.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Everything else was too